What's up, guys? So in this video I want to kind of go over my journey in 2018 when I first started my e-commerce store. How I went from zero to, and then I was negative, then struggling to finally $600,000 by the end of 2018, and kind of like what I was doing and what I did differently. Because what happened was I actually started doing general drop shipping, kind of like the common advice that you hear out there, where you go to AliExpress, you find a nice looking product that solves a problem, and then you go market it on Facebook, and then you kind of hope for a sale if your marketing is good. Well, when I was doing that, it didn't work out for me. And so I actually ended up trying that for about 2 months, and I was like, okay, there's no way this works. And I also kind of felt like there was no way that this could be a long-term business. I just couldn't imagine like how this could be sustainable, because you had to consistently find new products. So I was like, okay, there's got to be another way. So what I did actually was I started like just looking up websites, looking up actual e-commerce brands. What I did was I looked at like niched stores. So like, let's just say I was looking at like a wine store, or like someone selling like wine products that are like little trinkets. I would go search on Google. I would actually go into similar Alexa, and I would find similar sites to, let's just say I found an interesting site about wine, and then similar Alexa would find me like 10 other sites. So I was finding these e-commerce sites, and then I used another tool called SimilarWeb. And I would analyze the traffic on the website. You can actually literally see the traffic on a website and see like how well it's doing. And kind of the way I was gauging it is, I'm like, all right, I'm a beginner. I need to find websites that are doing no more than 50 to 100,000 visitors a month, which is like a good, like that's a good base. If they're going over, like if they're 300 to 500 to 1 million visitors a month, they're like, it's a little bit out of my league. So I was like, I need something beginner friendly and something that, isn't gonna totally flop. So I found a couple options, and then what I did, I actually went to AliExpress and found the product there, but I actually ended up partnering with another business as like kind of like an affiliate, but it was literally the same thing. It was drop shipping. And I partnered with them, which I'm no longer partners with him anymore. And I started using that product, and I was like, okay, here we go. So I made my Facebook ad. I obviously made my store. It was a niche store, and I go and I run it on Facebook, and I remember I was running it and there was no traction, and I spent $400, and I was like, wow, like, okay, it's a dud. Like, it's not gonna work. Then I bought another course about Google Ads, and I was like, this is kind of interesting. Like, it's definitely a different traffic source I haven't really heard about much, and it kind of makes sense, because why not target people that are literally searching for exactly what you're selling? So I went through the whole entire course, and I was so excited, and I was like, okay, this is it. So I go and I set up my ads for like 2 weeks. It took me like 2 weeks to set up all my ads. I was super nervous because I already lost money, and even before starting this general dropshipping store, I was doing fitness, and I already lost money doing that. So I was like, okay, come on, like something's got to work. And I remember I launched my ads after setting them up for 2 weeks, and my very first day I made $400 in sales. And I was completely mind blown. The same product that failed on Facebook succeeded in Google Ads. And I was like, no way. But I thought it was a fluke. I thought there was like a glitch in my website or something. So I was like, no way, no way. And I even had like a funnel and an upsell, and they took the upsell. I'll never forget that. It was insane. And then the next day it was very similar. It was like $386. And then another day it was like 200, and then some days was 500. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like, this is it. And basically from then on, it gave me like confidence. I was like, okay, how is this working? What else do I have to do? And then I ended up figuring out, okay, Google Ads is amazing, But the main thing is that I'm getting really, I'm getting customers where then I can structure more products around the customers and not just rely on one product. And so that's when I got really into the idea of the niche never dies, but of course the products always will. So like, let's just say you're selling, I don't know, a dog collar, and let's just say your dog collar was doing really well and now it just completely isn't profitable. It doesn't mean the dog niche is dead. It just means that you have to switch out a product that your current customers would like. And so I started getting into kind of that different mindset of, rather than just going frantically selling one-off products, I'm building a brand, and I'm building my store to where now some days would be $2,000 in a day, $5,000 in a day. And it all progressed from, first of all, having a brand, having repeat customers, and having really good products, along with you have to have customer service and everything else. But it's kind of funny how it all started with Google, and then going kind of a different route than just general dropshipping. But basically that's how my 2018 went. But in the other videos, what I want to explain is how you can structure your e-commerce store and how you can actually create a brand around it. Because I think the most important thing is, first of all, finding your niche, creating a brand, and then understanding the business model. Once you understand kind of what business model you want to start with, then you could start filling in the products, and it's super easy to source products. Like, that's not the hard part. The hard part is kind of really the structure, and then building your ads and having it all cohesively like work together. So that's basically what this channel will be about, is literally how to start your e-commerce store for beginners. So if you're a beginner, just like how I was, who literally didn't know anything. I remember I didn't even know what a pixel was. It was super funny, but then this will be a pretty helpful YouTube channel. So I will see you guys very soon.